So, Taash pries the enormous ruby out of the statue's eye socket. Except then it wakes up, and now it's real pissed that it's missing an eye.
Oh, my.
What kind of statue is this?
Big snake.
Not bad.
Not bad? It's a giant snake. What would have been better than that?
Dragon.
Maybe. I've seen dragons, though. Never a giant snake.
And now we've got a giant, angry, one-eyed snake statue trying to swallow Taash whole.
Wait, how does that work? Where would they go? Did it have a stomach?
Wait for it.
Best part is, while Taash is pounding that snake's nose, she's still holding the ruby in her other hand. Maker's panties, I was so proud.
Oh,
Ah, shit. They're still holding it, sorry.
What are you doing?
Pulling a barb.
Oh. Okay.
a barv?
Tradition in the Lords of Fortune, from one of our old members, Barv. Good guy, but like most of us, his plans went sideways a lot. Bad blood among your crew's not good for morale, but there's not always time for big, drawn-out apologies. So, when one of us screws up and we know we've screwed up, we do a quick 10 to put it right. Pulling a barv. Oh, there we go.
I'm glad the Lords of Fortune have Taash's back.
Oh, Taash isn't the first non-binary member of the Lords.
Really?
It was a little before your time, but Horlicks was one of ours.
Huh.
Bastard looked better than I did in a dress or pants. And out of them, too.
Isabella's apology worked for you, Taash?
Yeah. Just... I didn't expect the Lords to care about the stuff. Me being non-binary.
Kirkwall taught me about family. If it matters to you, it matters to me. I mean, to the, Lords.
Oh. Thanks.
Anyway, where was I? So, there Taash is, thigh-deep in a snake's maw and still holding the giant ruby in one hand. I yelled that we'll get them out of there, and Taash just yells back, "Get up its ass! I'll meet you in the middle!"
Okay, the stomach I get, but did it really have
Hey. Who ate the last breaded cheese wand?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I guess I thought, well, I don't know what.
It's fine.
No, they're your favorite.
Say you're sorry some more. That'll fix it.
No, you're right. I'm pulling a barv. 1, 2, 3.
Heart's in the right place. Form's a little sloppy, though.
Bend your knees.
Taash. The air has been running from the storm all afternoon. You came just in time for it. There are others here as well, up the beach.
Yeah, it's okay. We came to meet them.
Rivaini with one of their seers. They asked how I was. They asked if I would like to come with them and teach about the weather.
A lot of Qunari are nervous around mages. You gonna be okay with that?
The people of Rivain are not plagued by demons. Their seers protect them. It is not the same as being under the cube, but it will be all right. And I think staying here would make me sad, now that Shathan is gone.
Yeah.
Your mother's horn. You wear it as jewelry, like the Rivaini do.
Yeah. Rivaini wear their stories.
She would like it.
She'd be so pissed.
She would. But she would be proud of you.
Hey, before we go, I brought food. It's probably not as good as she makes it.
Thank you, Taash. I will eat the fruit. Be safe. Do not stay out too long in the storm.
Right. Let's go see what the damn tablet says.
I've got your back.
Thanks. The seer said she had to give the translation in person.
That's a little odd.
Yep. Come on.
Did the seer at least give you a hint of what the tablet said?
Nope.
And she wouldn't say why we had to meet in person instead of just sending a translation?
Nope again. Sorry. No food today. Next time.
Probably get all soggy anyway.
This is good. Simple.
Wet.
You're the one who keeps throwing rocks. Come on. No sense putting it off.
That your seer?
Nobody else around here dumb enough to wait in the rain?
Child of Shaitan, you come with questions and dragon blood in your veins.
Rowan. Didn't realize it was gonna be you. So, you can read the tablet?
In my dreams, I found a spirit that knows the old language. The spirit respects the Qun, because this tablet is important to Qunari history. It is willing to help.
Does the spirit say why it wants to help?
The spirit has watched the Qunari for many ages. It knows the old tongue. It will give you what you seek. You brought the tablet?
I thought you already had a copy.
We destroyed it.
Why?
The spirit says that the words held therein must never be written. Only words of fire may carry the message safely.
But why?
Bring your fire to the tablet, Taash. We will show you. By dragon flame come these words. Trust no tale not hidden by the fire. When the great foe struck, we embraced the blood of dragons. Champions blessed with fire protected us and saw the unseen. We escaped to distant shores, but found no peace. Disease will lay us low. If more of us flee across the ocean, it means our people fail. Prepare then for the devouring storm.
What does all that Vashadan mean?
It means, cousin, that the power you wield is no accident. It means our people fought against an ancient enemy. And it means the Qunari fled that same enemy to come here.
But what does that mean now?
Only the spirits can say.
That doesn't say what it is. It could be a demon, or the Blight, or anything.
Yes, the tablet says only that the Adari stood against it.
So this is what my mother died to give me. More work? This is Vashadan.
Sorry, Rowan. They're taking this hard.
As a seer, I am a vessel through which spirits share their wisdom. That wisdom is not always a comfort. Please go to them, Rook. They need your voice more than mine right now.
All right, where'd they go?
Please go to them, Rook. They need your voice more than mine right now.
Oh, Taash. Found him. After all this, if I break my neck climbing up here in the rain... Harding, you owe me for this. Hey, Taash.
All that work, all the ancient Qunari crap that she died for. And what's the secret? More work? More responsibility? She can't just leave me with this. She can't just... leave me.
She never left you. She's right there, on your necklace. She'll be there whenever you need her.
The Qunari thought I was a mistake. The Dragon King thought I was a weapon. Shaitan was the only one who believed in me. How did they forget everything the tablets said? How did they lose so much?
The Qunari are just like everybody else. They care about who's in charge, who gets listened to.
I'm not good at politics. Isabella says I need more carrot and less stick.
The first bit of the tablet? Don't trust anything except what's written in the fire. Stories change. Eventually, people forget what they used to mean. Your mother knew that. The Qunari have forgotten so much. They won't be ready for whatever's next, whether it's the devouring storm or something else.
But Ravain will. We've got a lot of Qunari who don't follow the Qun. And we can get more.
From where?
From the Antam. They already broke away from the Qun. They respect strength. Maybe we can kill the bad ones, and bring the rest in. Show them how to live outside the Qun. Like my mother did. I can do that for you. Tama. You see the size of Elgernon's dragon?
Kind of hard to miss.
She's pretty big.
He, the archdemon Lusicon, is a he.
Male dragons don't have wings.
Elgernon used magic to make the archdemons bigger. Maybe he added wings, too.
Ugh. And he screwed with her horns. What kind of asshole does that?
The kind we kill.
Nev, I just wanted to say what you did back in Arlethan. Thank you. Really, you're a good friend. A really, really good friend.
You helped me as much as I helped you. But you're welcome.
I never had a sister, but, well, you're one to me. And that means a lot.
Trying to pull the heartstrings means a lot to me too, Belle. And right back at you.
First Talon of the Crows. I knew Katarina wanted it one day. I thought it would be on her deathbed if I lived to see it.
We going anywhere? I'm getting stiff sitting around. Feels like home.
Wait, the lyrium dagger's vibrating. Like a song in a wine glass. Are those voices?
Striking the Crossroads without forethought would be folly. The rebellion controlled it for far too long. Its defenses will be artfully hidden.
You will not press? Our forces are cunning and sharp.
Fen'Harel's spite is endless and his trickery not easily overcome. He will have traps in wait. A crossroads in ruin is no good to us.
That was Elgernon and Gillenane. Were we eavesdropping on the past?
The dagger must amplify these echoes, letting Solus spy on his rivals.
Let's hope it doesn't work both ways.
Nev, were you muttering at your coat earlier?
Another of those
There were
Fen'Harel
burrs on
altars.
it. I don't even know when they got there.
Those little green ones? I swear if the gods blight the world, somehow those survive.
I'd put good coin on that.
Every time we destroy a blight growth, I feel like I need a bath.
Not the nicest tree in here.
Another tendril gone. Don't let it get on you. Wait, that well. Is it reminding anyone else of the one we sealed up?
Could be a reflection of it.
Sealed up.
We had a tail the last time we were in Minrathos.
We had two, if you count the one that wasn't human.
Yes, Spite picked up on that too. Cause for concern or typical Minrathos curiosity?
The latter, for now. But I've got eyes on it. If it changes...
We both know how to lose a person.
I keep expecting one of the floorboards to break.
Let's not linger here.
Crystals from the Fade. Or someone's dream of them? It's hard to say here.
That's not growing back.
The Blight's taken root here. We'll need to clear it.
Those blight tendrils we saw led right here. That's our answer.
Smells like old teeth and burial spices. Intrusion.
What's wrong? Is it the undead we've been fighting?
Corruption seeps in, Dweller. It overflows here. Staunch it.
It's gone. And the Fade Tear, too. That'll slow down the gods' plans, at least on this island. They're gone. The Fade Tear and that Revenant. All that's left is its essence.
Nev, that blood spatter tracing you gave me? It looks like a dagger. The killer was shorter than the victim, and the burn marks. It's meant to look like a mage did it.
But it's a frame job.
That's the theory I'd follow first.
Looks like I need to speak with the Viper. And the Shadow Dragons thank you.
There's another one of those strange gates. Wait, what happened? This doesn't feel like the Fade. More like a dream, or...
Andaran Atishan, Lassa Gilan.
Spirits, Fade friends, come forth. Enter the circle. Reveal yourselves.
Solus? Is that him?
Or a spirit posing as him.
Spirits, the Dread Wolf asks for your assistance on a crucial mission.
Does he think I'm one of these spirits?
The false gods, the Evanuris, have overreached. I shall humble them. Within their citadel lies a relic, with the power to imprison even a god. With it, I can bring their tyranny to an end. forever.
You are spirits of chaos, disorder, and disruption. We ask you to disrupt the Citadel's defenses. Give us the opening to get that relic. For freedom!
It's a memory. We're seeing the past when Solus sent this spirit army against the gods. If we're spirits of disruption, let's act like it.
I already have one demon. I'm not pretending to be another.
Spirits! How did the wolf call up so many?
These memories are real enough to sting.
Done. Your turn.
Okay, think like a spirit of disruption. You're through.
The gods told us this fortress couldn't be breached!
That's the last of them. More enemies, go!
They bring the strength of the Fade!
Almost through to their citadel, and the Evanurs know it.
They've changed their plans. Elganon may be a tyrant, but he is not a fool. That means the relic is genuine. We are close, and Elganon is afraid. Put our strongest in the vanguard. Prepare to breach the citadel. It will not be easy, but we shall win the day.
Disruption, lead the charge and do what you do best. Whatever champions the gods send against you, bring them down.
More of them!
Death to all tyrants!
Reinforcements! We need more reinforcements!
You must hold fast! For victory!
Disruption fought to the last, and it was all for nothing. We couldn't take the Citadel.
Wait, that body's me?
It was not for nothing, my friend. The distraction the spirits gave us allowed our agents to retrieve the relic.
Distraction?
No force could have breached their Citadel. But it was necessary for the enemy to believe we were committed. A heavy sacrifice, but one that gave us a real chance to end the war.
You knowingly sent all those spirits to their deaths? Solus, we're supposed to be better than that!
They died true to their nature, doing what they loved, Falasan. Let that be a comfort, that this war did not corrupt them into something different from what they were supposed to be.
A ruse. That's all it was. By this point, Solus didn't care who he sacrificed if it meant stopping the Evanurus.
Maybe they would have volunteered to die for his cause, but he never asked.
The memories sort of condensed into that statuette. Maybe there's more to this. The voices again.
Now you see, Dweller. The gods hunger to reclaim this place. Their minions scavenge what the wolf left behind. They turn his regrets to weapons and blight all they touch. If the Evanurus take the Crossroads, darkness will fall.
Spell it out for me. Exactly what happens if the gods reclaim the Crossroads?
The Fade flows through these ancient ways. Spirits and demons, dreams and magic. Now, imagine all blighted.
Like I needed another reason to stop them. What are you doing to stop the gods?
I strengthen the roots, rally the guardians, and I assist you. A revenant is destroyed, others remain. Fight on, Dweller. The blight must wither.
Untold years asleep, only to see our sanctums defiled. Even Arlathan is trampled by cast-offs and mortals. We must secure the Alluvians.
We shall. The Ontom are uneasy in the Crossroads, but they know their duty.
If they fail, give the best preserve to me for improvement.
Dead on, Tom? We're already on it. This door. I think the essence we took from that revenant might be our way through.
A key, then, for a door that was very carefully sealed.
Nev, I meant to thank you for finding that spy shop in Docktown. Why does it move every 3 nights?
Long story that involves a mage, a secret, and a cursed mortar and pestle.
Of course it does. I used to know Treviso as well as you know Minrathos. Some of it I still do. Some not as much anymore. Dweller, corruption seeps in.
Another revenant.
The Evanurus gnaw the roots. Their teeth, his regrets. Destroy what rises.
Another of those blighted fade tears.
But we know how to handle them. Let's get to it.
Corruption, undead. I'd say we found out who's responsible. The Fade Tear and the Revenant are both gone. And the Revenant left its essence behind, like before. These Revenants aren't just undead. Every one of these gets us a little farther.
I had Diago take a look at the coffee you made.
And how were the results?
Unsettling.
So I can teach a crow a thing or two.
Look, the statue that controls those bridges is broken.
Broken or sabotaged?
Doesn't matter. We can figure this out.
These routes may be unbound, Dweller. Seek out what holds it closed. Ready when you...
More undead. It's not good. The gods must have plans for them here, too. Since when did the Antom fight alongside undead? They must have tied the Qun into knots justifying Bozkata as allies.
Damn, is this sap? I swear that's harder to wash out than blood.
You should see what the wetlands did to my boots.
There's a haunting. Yeah, weird.
Emmerich intends to petition for Manfred's full apprenticeship.
He must be trained.
Yes. He'll require etiquette classes at once.
We finished off a whole group of skeletons.
Interesting that they banded together.
It availed them not.
We've traced several disappearances to an unusual possession.
It seeks fear. Cut it down.
A possessed dragon. We must find why its body was entombed here.
Audric will assist.
Of course. Let us consult our librarian friend tonight.
Oh, you look settled. You like it here? Good.
I have a list of games to...
Did you enjoy your time with the flowers?
They might be my new favorite.
Your smile would suggest it. The Griffins have made themselves at home.
We'll make sure it's a good one. Hey, Rook.
Hey! You're Nev Gallagher, right?
Depends on who's asking.
You helped us recover some old scrolls from a Venatori who'd stolen them and taken them to Minrathous.
She helped recover the Amaranthine scrolls. Oh, we're in your debt.
Always happy to irritate the Venatori.
A word when you have a moment. Greetings. I am Sia Rowan. I help the spirits in this area.
You help them?
I speak with them and for them, and sometimes they speak through me. We keep this land safe for spirits, so that no harm comes to them or to the people who live here. That is why I ask for your help.
Right. What do you need me to do?
Years ago, when mages rebelled across southern Thedas, Templars from the southern Chantry marched upon Ravine. They declared our mages criminals and killed many of us. The unacknowledged pain of that injustice twists spirits into demons. Stop the demons and let compassion ease that pain, and the land will be safer.
I'll see what I can do.
Spite, pressed but now partners, the crow ready to spread its wings.
Now, compassion!
Friend of yours?
Keep walking.
Mercenaries. Scavengers moving in after the Dragon King's fall.
Glinting, gleaming, stealing us with steel. Splinters flying as they kick in the door to our home. Baking in my armor. So much hotter here than back in Ferelden. Kill on sight. But they don't look like abominations. They just look sad.
More trouble.
We ran, but they chased us. We tried to surrender, but they killed us as we knelt. The spirits roar as the fire comes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The wood will always be scorched, but the rain has washed away the fire and smoke. Thank you.
the gift basket as an apology for prying, you know, about you and Taash.
What exactly was in the basket?
Oh, you know, things. I can't remember now that you ask.
Balara.
Well, oils, mostly. And chocolate.
I would have remembered an oil and chocolate basket.
Getting some air?
Is the air out here different than what's inside?
In the Fade? Not likely. But we get the illusion.
I don't think I find that relaxing.
Yeah, me neither.
Hey, about Elgernon's dragon.
Yeah,
You have to do the final strike.
I know. Same deal as Weishaupt.
Dragon that size means a lot of climbing. You gonna be okay?
You think I can't climb?
I don't know. Grey Wardens wear a lot of armor. The Lords of Fortune climb through old ruins all the time. I can show you some exercises.
I'll think about it.
Rook stopped the Entente. Took down their comic maker. She did your job for you. She's a hero.
Just a meddling busybody. One who stirred up the butchers on top.
Now I'm getting somewhere. The voices again.
Delays. So much more could be accomplished from the Venfeneras. Solus raised that beacon in mockery of my own tower of learning. The disrespect.
Do not dwell upon it, Elganon. The lighthouse is but one wonder we shall reclaim.
It will be remade, and all traces of Fen'Harel erased from its walls.
I survived 3 years enslaved in the galleys. Another 2 undercover, after I was freed. And none of it mattered. I couldn't help the city I love.
You know that none of it mattered, do you? For certain? If one person escaped the Blight because of you, that matters. Even if you never know.
The voices again.
But surely the knowledge you gained.
My champions offer themselves willingly. More works of precision laid low before finding their full potential.
You will have new subjects in recompense, whatever you wish.
Rook's dearest Warden. He is half blighted already. I would see if I could make him crave griffin flesh.
Inspired. Consider it done.
Ignore them. We're taking these bastards down before they ever get the chance. They're dug in here. The Venatori must be after something nearby. Let's get it first.
Beware the ancient that sleeps here, dweller. Death and blight have not tempered its rage.
Corruption, undead. I'd say we found out who's responsible.
That's done.
Another Fade Tear closed. Another Revenant destroyed. Another essence gained. That makes 3 essences. We should start looking for somewhere to use them. It's gone. And the Fade Tear, too. That'll slow down the gods' plans, at least on this island. The voices again.
What of your dreams?
A discordant refrain, and shadows, nothing more.
In our prison, there was more. I dreamed the songs of the living abyss. And now, masked eyes across the sea. A storm that drinks the sky.
The future is intangible. Only the past and the present matter.
There. That must be why the Revenants were raised. To keep that door sealed. Time to see what the gods are hiding in there. There. It's been feeding on the blight.
Corruption staunched. The Heaven-Mirrors cease their gnawing. The Crossroads heals. A sanctum renewed, dweller, as is needed.
We did it. That dragon must have been the god's final weapon to take the Crossroads.
Losing a powerful asset like that, let's hope it slows them down.
Let's go.
We are content.
Why are you here? What do you want?
Not now. Not yet. We will show you soon.
This just gets weirder every time. The Wardens will look out for you, and that includes me.
You're a clever one, aren't you? You'll keep the Wardens on their toes.
Keeping a good watch over this place.
Wish me luck out there. Thanks. Hello to you too.
If we're right and the Blight's still altering itself, we don't know how far that goes. Or if it's stopped, or what else it's done in Thetis.
More to explore. We'll never be bored.
Pretty sure that's impossible with you.
Salut.
Antoine writes a lot of notes.
He's got a lot on his mind.
Evka has a lot of maps.
She's not leaving things to chance.
You mean the Blight eruption? Do you think there's more of them?
I don't know. But Antoine and Evka, this is what they're good at. Poking around this sort of thing.
The weird stuff. That's what the other warden said.
Yeah, the weird stuff.
Strike says it wanted us to fly away.
No, that was unnerving. Though not out of place for the wetlands.
How go your inquiries?
Well, thank you. I've secured my attendance at the Sword of Draken at the Royal Theatre tomorrow night.
We got rid of a haunting in the Hosberg wetlands.
Welcome news.
It will stalk the innocent no longer.
A malignant spirit has attached itself to an inanimate object.
It has already taken lives.
Dispose of it before it strikes again. Ever more to do?
Yes.
Everything under control?
Only so much as we might serve the necropolis.
Our work is ever seen.
You dozed off in your breakfast this morning. You might think about getting some rest.
I did. A little bit. At least an hour. I had a thought, and that became a plan, and then it was breakfast.
Just try not to fall asleep somewhere dangerous.
Oh, don't worry. Lucanus gave me some coffee. I'll be fine, I'm sure.
Well, you and coffee should mix well.
Keep your stomach tight. Lock it in.
11.
Controlled! Don't bounce on the bottom.
12.
Hey! Do wardens not know what comes after 12? Get your ass up there! Yeah, Davrin. Move it like you mean it.
Don't start.
You're pulling yourself up an archdemon's back. You think it's gonna let you rest because your arms are tired?
13.
Keep going! Archdemon's eating a bunch of griffin babies while you wait!
Hey! 14.
Get your ass up there! Don't kick your legs like a nug! Come on!
15.
Nice!
16 would be showing off.
When I trained with the Wardens, we did chin-ups. Did you not, Davrin?
These are pull-ups. Chin-ups use the underhand grip. Different muscle group.
You caught the tail end of this, Rook. I need to get ready for an archdemon. Taash was happy to provide several sets worth of pain.
Now it's your turn. What have you got for me?
Payback. Final set's almost done. Slow descent and keep it going, just like before.
16?
This isn't a rest break. Don't lock your arms at the top.
17?
Just a few more. Looks like you need some help?
No! 18!
Then where's 19? Keep it strong.
That's what your mother said last night! 19! Come on, Taash. You want Davrin to tell everybody you couldn't handle a Grey Warden workout? You gonna let him say that? Sweaty!
There you go. Keep that up, we'll have you in heavy armor and a shield soon enough.
Thanks. Good workout. Hey, sorry for all the stuff I said about your mom.
She can take it. Whatever gets you through the last few.
And Davrin didn't win.
Come on. Drinks are on me. If you can lift them.
Lucanus, you ever wake up angry at someone for something they did in a dream?
Not personally, but Viago still stares daggers at me for throwing his pet snake out a window in a dream.
How could dream you do such a thing to an innocent snake?
If I ever meet him, I'll be sure to ask what he was thinking.
So after crossing paths in the deep roads, you kept in touch with Evka and Antoine?
Yeah, we trade letters every few months. One time, Antoine sent a diagram for some kind of automatic door he was developing based on springs. It chimed when it closed, so you wouldn't get stuck. He can be a little unorthodox.
Aren't we all?
Oh. How well do you know the Viper? Because I've heard things.
Oh? What things?
Like, no one really knows who he is.
Is that right?
That maybe he used to be a slave and now fights slavers?
That would make sense.
Or that he's the Archon or a Magister in disguise.
Decent theory.
You know, don't you? You know!
What makes you say that?
You totally know.
Another entryway. The one that took us to that Solus memory. There. It's happening again. We're in another of Solus's memories. Remember last time? The past really can still hurt you.
Glad you made it here safely. I didn't love our odds without you.
Who? Me?
All right. Everything's in place. We hit Alganan's island fortress tonight. This is our best chance to free the people he's enslaved. Get in, save as many as you can, and bring them back here to Sanctuary. Be fast and be safe. I'll meet you on the other side. Fen-Haral scouting ahead. For freedom! For the Dread Wolf!
So, the Dread Wolf is testing his noble rebels against my stronghold. How courageous.
Remember, these memories can hurt us. Memories. Veilguard sent his guards to attack the Dread Wolf's rebels.
At least it's not the real Veilguard, especially here.
You persist for naught. The people under my rule are not yours to plunder.
More guards!
Someone follow us!
Glad to see we all made it. Veilguard are making things interesting.
You, keep moving no matter what. Free those slaves. We'll take everyone else and give the guards something to think about.
We must be swift. Veilguard is coming.
Solus sounded frightened.
In his position? Can't blame him in this case.
Get that prison open.
Quickly, get us out of here!
Locked tight, and no sign of a key.
Maybe something in here can open it.
Thank you all.
There's an alluvion nearby. We'll head there right away.
Go. The Dread Wolf must be waiting for you.
Quickly! Veilguard approaches.
Stop his guards. We need to buy time for the captives to get to safety.
I will hold off Veilguard himself, for as long as I am able.
The vermin keep coming. Go. I will deal with that ragged wolf.
One last push.
for this, Solus. No matter how far you run.
Let the big asshole rant. Everyone we freed is safe in the Crossroads.
Without all of you, well, thank you. But can Elganon find us here?
He cannot. I have made sure of...
Solus?
Elganon is a powerful opponent. My apologies. It is of no consequence. What matters, my friends, is that today, all of us are free.
I think that's it. The memory ends here.
Solus always cared about fighting injustice. He used to be a hero. He still thinks he is.
Couldn't last, could it?
Now all that's left is this fragment. Come on, let's go.
With Algernon and Gillenane being... I mean... Is it hard to...
If you ask the question, maybe I can answer it.
They're Tevinter gods. Or they were. Or something. Does that bother you?
Only if they get their way.
Another ancient elf.
You're awake. How's your head? The guards really knocked you about.
Well, it's...
Do you remember our mission? Gillenane's lab. The wolf sent us to infiltrate her testing grounds. Things didn't go perfectly to plan, but the wolf smuggled in help. A key. If you can fight, grab the key and we'll run for it. Just be ready for whatever the witch has in store.
She thinks I'm one of Solus's agents.
Ah, freedom. We'll move faster if we split up. See you ahead.
Remember, these memories pack a punch. Gillenane was experimenting with Blight and Darkspawn. The Blight infested her lab. The memory's not over. We need to fight our way out of here before Gillenane finds us.
Wolf, you came for us. Your key was enough.
This unnatural corruption demanded my personal attention. It is strong. It has already blocked the escape route I had planned. We will need another way to the surface.
Let's all split up and find it.
I will destroy what corruption I can. You must cut through these monstrosities before Gillenane unleashes something worse.
Solus sounded rattled.
The Blight really had him scared.
You see boundless creation and choose to destroy it? Learn respect for the life that will succeed you.
She's using the testing grounds against us. time to go.
Free. And faster than anticipated. Perhaps you and your allies warrant more study.
Got company. Broke through to Gillinane's prized specimens.
If this is what Darkspawn looked like when Gillinane was experimenting, then...
Maybe the Darkspawn we've been seeing aren't new. Maybe they're old.
Here, the blessing you denied.
Oh, help me! Ah!
Damn! Gillinane got her!
My blood! I'm burning up!
Look out!
You would unleash a blight on this world and call it a masterwork! You, who were the most sensitive of us!
All that I am belongs to the pursuit of creation. You chose to constrain yourself. I must climb to the heights only understood by gods. I go now to join them.
Wolf, you are greater than any of them. Please, help me.
He's too afraid of the Blight to do anything but end her pain.
I am so sorry I failed you. There is only one way I can help you now.
Wolf.
This place and the corruption within it must be eradicated. No trace can be allowed to spread. Go. Your work here is done. There is no need for you to witness what I must do.
It's over. Solus destroyed the lab, the Blight that was here, and his agent.
He was so ready to burn it all. Friends included. Not much has changed.
This fragment might tell us more.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evanurus seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Though I wish I could believe you, I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanurus and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
As you must. The Blight is our mistake.
Did Mythal call Solus love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they expressed things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
Whether they were doing it or not, Solus cared about her. That's what matters.
So the Dreadwolf goes to Mythal. They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other gods using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the Blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor, made us something called the Void, drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away, then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
The Blight's one of the only things that really scares Solus. He came to Mythal afraid.
And she took it seriously, too.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solus says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solus wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, she met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon.
Nice!
The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
Okay, sorry, point of order. If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
So there's the shame Solus wanted to erase. He blames himself for Mythal's murder.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Taash?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twists you up.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
So, the other griffins, you decided what to do with them, right?
Yeah, they'll go back to Evka and Antoine. Learn to be wardens again.
Right. Oh, that's great, but just to be sure, you didn't find an extra one, did you?
But Lara, you can't have a griffin.
I didn't say anything.
You don't have to.
So Taash, look, Lucanus and I are...
I get it.
Get what?
He's a crow. Dangerous. Deadly. You have to trust that he won't kill you every time he touches you.
Oh, no.
And you're a mage. He's a mage killer. It's like you're his prey.
Not what I'm into, but thanks?
Anyway, I'm happy you two are doing it.
Thanks, Taash.
dare to try to cage us, jealous of our growing power?
You will pay the final price for this betrayal.
We warned you not to use the Blight. For this, and for Mathol, I sentence you to sleep in exile ever after. Your own lives will form the veil that keeps the horror you unleashed at bay.
So he locked the gods away and created a veil between this world and the Fade. I mean, they were terrible, no question. But what he did, it didn't just stop them. It destroyed our culture, our world.
It wasn't just to stop them. It was to stop the Blight. We've seen how bad Elganon and Gillenane are. Imagine all 7 corrupted gods running wild.
So he created the Veil just to keep the elven gods locked in their prison?
Yes, to keep them from accessing the Fade. But was the creation of the Veil around the world an accident?
You heard him yelling. That's not the sound of a ritual going right.
What do you think, Rook?
Davrin and I have fought the Blight for years. It's terrifying. Watching the gods poison his world, his people. I understand why Solus would do anything to stop it.
I know, Rook. I'm not denying that. I wish there'd been a better way. That's all.
So does he. This isn't a memory he's proud of.
I had another question, and I'm sorry, maybe this doesn't matter, but Solus trapped the blighted gods in an ancient elven building, right?
That's what it looks like. Maybe a palace? Fancier than what I've seen in Arlethan, at least.
And then, the Magisters were lured into the Fade. They broke in, which let the Blight escape, and turned the Golden City black.
Right, and the Black City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
It's just... the Chant of Light says that the Maker built for them the Golden City, the center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it. The elves did. The Chant of Light is Andraste's visions from the Maker, but it sounds like it's wrong.
You're asking if we just disproved the entire Andrastian faith.
Did we?
Lace, I don't think you'll ever fully know whether the Chant of Light is literally true or not. What matters is that, in its better moments, the Chantry encourages people to be kind and help each other.
What do we tell the Chantry about this? Do we tell them about this?
People are already questioning because of Elganon and Gillenane. It hasn't stopped them believing.
I guess people need that comfort, even if some parts of it aren't totally true.
The Dalish clans are struggling with the same thing. What do we keep? What do we lose?
The Elven Gods, the Maker. No matter who you light a candle to, you've got some hard questions to ask yourself right now.
Doctrine is not the truth. It is one of many paths to the truth.
I recognize the sentiment, though not the specific quote. Who said that?
My mother.
She was a wise woman.
Questions of faith aside, we have some very real gods that still need killing.
Looks like there are 3 more of these murals with the Dreadwolf's old memories. Wonder what else he's hiding.
Hey, Balara. You okay? You look sad.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about my brother.
Yeah. Sometimes I see stuff that reminds me of my mother.
What do you do? When it hits you, I mean.
I don't know. I ask someone how they're doing. Then I'm thinking about them and not me.
Oh. I'm sorry, Taash.
Nah. It's a good hurt. Mostly.
Ailey is gone, but she caused a lot of damage before she went. It'll take time to pick up the pieces.
You have so long observed the world. Why not consider joining it?
But I have no desire to live as humans. I have the Fade. Besides, this talk of taking on a solid form. I think you underestimate the danger. When you took the glowing stone to build your body, did the earth not shake?
Delirium gives us the strength we had when we were of the Fade. We are the best of physical and spirit. I need your wisdom, Solus. To withstand the louder voices who would go too far like Elganon. I need you.
This is madness. You must know that. I will always follow where you go.
What?
This is astounding. The ancient elves were spirits who voluntarily manifested a physical form.
I'd rather go back to talking about the Blight.
Hey, Lucanus. Could Spite turn into an elf?
No.
Sorry, but... what?
All right, so elves are sort of spirits. What do we do with that?
To be clear, this memory only shows that the first elves originated from spirits. Balara, you and Davrin are no more spirits than anyone else conceived naturally.
Conceived naturally? Guess I'll go ask my mother.
The knowledge that an entire people were formed from a mass manifestation could change our entire understanding of magic.
If we let it out, is that the right call? Do you want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Davrin's got a point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
I don't think people will care right now. We got evil gods trying to destroy the world.
Evil elven blighted gods. Don't forget.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Irulan, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one will believe us.
Okay, we keep this to people we trust who have good reason to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
So, beyond the world-shaking stuff, what else did we learn here? Solus himself was a spirit.
What kind do you think he was?
Well, his name is Elven for pride.
Oh, okay.
There's something else. Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solus didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
Right. He only agreed after Mythal begged him.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical form.
Maybe, but not just that. Solus was scared. They built their bodies out of lyrium, and it made the ground shake.
You think the ground shaking was the Titans?
It makes sense, doesn't it? Something was hurting them, taking their blood.
So they struck back, like we'd swat a stinging bug.
The first memory we saw, with Elgarnon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
A war between the Titans and the Elves.
And we just saw how it started.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture. But I think that's part of what Solus regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did. He was worried. You said it yourself.
He did it for Mythal. Everything that followed, he could have prevented. If he just told her no.
Then he's got a war on his conscience. Plus whatever we find next.
Hey, Davrin. We gotta talk about Solas's magic memory thing.
What? Why?
Why didn't you tell me you were a spirit?
Because I'm not.
I thought we were friends.
I'm not a spirit, Taash.
Is that because people might think you're a demon? Because I'm from Ravain. We're okay with spirits.
But apparently not with listening. I am not a spirit.
Hey, you don't have to be ashamed of who you are.
Never said I was. But thank you, Taash.
Just when you think the Venatori can't get worse.
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every Titan from its spirit. But you must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger. It is awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
Solas made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams and left them broken and mindless. An entire race left worse than dead. How could he even look me in the eye?
That's what Solas does, isn't it? He sees a problem, and he thinks of a solution that has huge, horrible knock-on effects. And then he does it anyway, because there's no way anybody else could come up with something better. And it's okay that he did incalculable damage to the world, because he's really sad, you see?
To do such a thing. No wonder regret eats away at Solas.
No, it's worse than that. That isn't what Solas regrets. Those severed dreams will be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
Mierda. You can't. That's not possible.
When a warden hears the calling, it's like a song in their mind. Sound familiar to you, Lace?
The song of Lyrium. Of the Titans.
We think of the blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion. Evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal. Mistreated and imprisoned for centuries, until all it knows is fear.
If the blight is the Titan's dreams, can we... I don't know, heal it? Bring it back from all that anger?
I'm afraid I have no idea. In theory, it would be possible to restore dreams to the Titans.
You can't set it free before it's healed. You'd have blighted Titans laying waste to the entire world.
The Titans are a problem for later. We have Elgernon and Ghilanane to deal with now.
And then I want Solas to look me in the eye and answer for what he did.
Each of these memories has been a deeper regret, and almost all of them involve Mythal.
Only one mural left to uncover, by my count. If we find it, we'll see what's worse than this.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god. The strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the Elven people? They deserve it.
The Elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
Solus killed Mythal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
All these memories are about Solus being sad that he was right and nobody else could see it. He was right about how becoming elves would lead to a war with the Titans, but Mythal wouldn't listen.
He was right that using the dagger on the Titans was evil, but Mythal wouldn't listen.
He was so proud when he imprisoned the other gods. Finally, he got to prove that he was right and they were wrong.
Then he wakes up in our time and finds out he was wrong. The elves have nothing. The Blight's a constant threat.
And Mythal's alive, somehow. But she still won't listen.
But this time he'll show her, no matter what it takes.
So, how does everything we know help us now?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the Veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
That gives us something to start from. Elgernon and Gillenane are the two big problems right now. But when Solus makes his move, we'll be ready.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller. Almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the Crossroads.
So, why did they do it? Make an entire copy of Weishaupt, I mean.
Probably a memory of home. It's the last thing they recalled before the Blight took over. They were trying to relive that life, but didn't know how.
Well, that's very, very creepy, and also kind of makes sense in a weird way.
The joys of being a warden. Survive the battle, and there's excitement to follow.
Well met, Rook.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes. But not the Dreadwolf's Crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait, how do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
So if Mythal was originally a spirit, maybe that's how she survived her body's death?
Very good. Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit, she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again, she was struck down, on this occasion, by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait... You?
As you say.
You're Mythal? That's why the ambient magic around you is so fractured.
Such a flattering picture you paint of this ancient bond.
What? That was like how Elgar'nan and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mythal.
I am not Mythal in her entirety, but yes. The Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
Well, Solus killed the Titans, destroyed the ancient elves, and wants to ruin this world to bring back his old one. But he'll always make sure you hear just how sad he is about all the murder.
If that is how you see him, perhaps the Dreadwolf's words have not served as well as he might wish.
I'll say.
'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
If that's what it takes.
Such determination. Have you not even a tremor of doubt?
Wouldn't do me any good.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elgar'nan, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the Crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
I'll survive. What do I need to know?
You know Solus, and have seen Elgar'nan, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Algernon and Gillenane, or against the Dreadwolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solus is elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Algernon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
I only ask that you reflect upon what I have said. The Dreadwolf is not so apart from the world as he thinks. There, you have the advantage of him.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole. Prevail, or be sundered completely.
We're getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was. That has to be her.
Will this be a conversation with words or knives?
Guess we'll find out.
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. I never thought to see Qunari, who did not yet exist in my time, scurrying about in the Dread Wolf's Crossroads. And you know who I am?
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solus. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Why are you here? To beg me to give up what remains of myself to help you defeat the monsters Algernon and Gillenane have become? Or do you simply think yourself ready to fight a god?
I came here to ask for your help. The gods have endangered the world and...
You dare explain to me what they are doing? You are 1,000 years from knowing the proper words.
We saw Solus's memories. His regrets.
You saw the recollection he cultivated like a tree, twisting to catch the sun. You wish for my help? Convince me. Make your case, and I will yield my essence willingly to help you against Algernon and Gillenane. Fail, and I shall kill you for wasting my time, or you will kill me and obtain my essence in doing so. A harder-edged, simpler version. It has been centuries since a petitioner stood before me, so why should I help you?
Solus is helping me.
Solus is using you. Besides, why should I esteem the Dreadwolf's approbation? He rebelled against me.
But the two of you stayed close.
Until he killed the tattered fragment of me who hid inside the human swamp witch and wept. You are Qunari, your people bond in different manners than mine. Can you even understand what it is to battle with someone and love them even still? That is what Solus and I are to one another. Tell me this. What should I have done when Solus turned against me after all we had been to one another?
Qunari go through everything you're describing. You've seen us through the Veil. Look at my teammate Taash. Chthon tried to control Taash, and Taash fought back. But when it mattered, Chthon sacrificed herself to save Taash without hesitation. Everything between them, even the mistakes, came from love.
You have not answered my question. What should I have done when Solus turned on me?
You did the best you could. And right now, when it matters, Solus needs your help fighting the gods. So if you still love him...
I must sacrifice myself as your Taash's mother did. And yet, after everything, I do. And you fight for him while he waits, trapped in his prison. I find you worthy, Rook. I have spent thousands of years watching. I shall miss that. But if what I am can protect the innocent and smite the guilty, this is what remains of me. I give it to you freely. Use it to protect this world with kindness when possible and cunning when necessary.
I will. Thank you. The essence of a god. Like a piece of the sun. I've never felt something so alive.
And now? What's the next step?
A god knows her moment. At least, her essence does. When the time comes, we'll be ready. We did it. We got Mythal's essence.
She was willing to talk after all.
Not sure what we do with it just yet. But if Morrigan's telling the truth, it'll come in handy at some point.
All right, say we take down Algernon's archdemon.
Hold on. You're talking about winning? Aren't you more glass half empty?
It's hypothetical. But say we win. Last archdemon, isn't it? And a monster that big. Where do you go after that?
Wherever Hassan takes us, let him lead for a while.
Hey, Harding?
Oh, Rook, hi. Is there something you need?
You're upset.
But I'm not...
You've been sitting in here, by yourself. It's Solus's memory, isn't it?
Was the war really the elves' fault? Neither the elves nor the Titans knew what the other was. I just... don't know how to feel.
I'd feel like punching Solus.
It's strange. I don't hate Solus for this, even though a part of me thinks I should. I don't even want revenge. Revenge won't bring the Titans back. It can't erase what happened. And the Inquisitor thinks Solus can be saved. And I want to try. But I just want to talk. As equals. I wonder if he's even capable. In the Titan's heart, the Shade wasn't just angry. She was lost, and lonely, and confused. Solus didn't just separate us from the Fade. He separated us from each other. I wish I could make him understand what that feels like. Anyway, thanks for checking on me. I'll be all right.
I know. You're Lace Harding, child of Titans. You can handle anything.
Oh, shut up.
Hey, I'm glad you got her back. Katarina.
About your mother.
Hey, don't. You helped your grandmother. She's proud of you.
Not that she'd ever show it. Your mother was proud of you too.
She knew who I am.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
I'm a Trevelyan. Feels like someone I haven't seen for a long time. Morgan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Algernon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
We were up against an archdemon, and he reached out to help. Seemingly.
You're not sure about his motives.
Could be genuine, could be self-interest. He'd have been screwed too, if we didn't make it.
He's never clear, but he's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen-Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. I once called him by another name. Friend.
Some friend.
Do you always agree with your friends?
We're pretty aligned on whether or not to destroy the world, if that's what you mean.
I will never excuse what he's done. He's killed people I held dear. You know this too.
But...
he became those names when he fought gods, and regret for his world turned into destroying ours. Sound familiar?
Solus earned his prison. The gods have earned what's coming to them too.
I'm just saying, focus on tomorrow. They're the ones looking backward.
Simple as one of Varric's morals. Don't become what you hate.
Or trapped by what we've lost. Also one of his. Tell me about the team you've built.
Are they a concern, or...?
You're handling things. This part, what you have now, I just miss the banter about friends.
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from...
Jacobus.
No. I'm not going to stand around and listen to this. I'll see you later.
Well, now that that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
The contact. They aren't a crow. Can we trust them?
It isn't a crow, but they know the city and the Antam.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
The bookkeepers can bookkeep when the meeting is done.
When and where do we meet?
They'll be in the market.
And they asked for me, not you or Viago.
You helped this city, and you're helping all of Thedas. You've earned respect.
We just don't know from whom.
Hypothetically, what if I'm walking into an ambush?
I would prepare for one.
Not everything is an adder in the wardrobe.
I said to prepare. I didn't say not to go.
What about the human help the Amtam was getting? You have any leads on that?
We continue what you started. The other Talons are turning over every stone.
You trust them? Not even your first Talon is safe from your infighting.
We are all Antivan crows.
And yet those of us sworn to Treviso are beneath you.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
We fight for everyone. And the chance to strike at the gods and the Antam? It's worth the risk. Good luck, Rook. See what this mysterious informant can give us. The meeting is in the market, Rook.
They implied you can't miss them.
Try not to damage anything.
An unknown contact. Sounds like a trap.
We're fighting gods with the crows. I'm curious who would try to trap us. If our informant actually knows where Elgernon and Gillenane are performing their next ritual, it's worth the risk. Okay, Viago and Taash said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
Rook, I presume.
The Butcher.
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise, I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered Antam flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation. But not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The Jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
You expect me to believe the Butcher of Treviso?
I butcher lying cattle. They don't deserve what they have. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
You knew I was coming. Cut to the chase and tell me where the gods want their ritual.
give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
The Butcher was our contact, and he's letting himself fall to the Blight? Finish them off. We need to go after the Butcher. So the Butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso? That's what's happening?
He's given in to the gods' corruption.
Everyone's acting like normal. Like the Butcher hasn't gone nuts.
Who would believe it?
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
I see what you need. Prove you deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
My city, my Treviso. Will not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
There's the Butcher. He's a Reaver, and fighting his own Antom.
That thing cannot answer questions.
You have to hope he's still in there.
Got company.
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. Match me, fight me, win this city! This is the power the gods give!
Butcher, where is the ritual?
So beautiful, but not like Treviso. Final ritual! You say jewel!
There's nothing left of him.
I see Tearstone Island! The ritual! Tearstone Island!
He's gone. And he named the ritual site. Tearstone Island.
The Butcher didn't lie. For whatever that's worth.
If I could have killed him without giving him what he wanted, I would have. At least he gave us what we came for, though.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it.
You gutless traitor. You weren't powerless against the Butcher, you were working with him!
I don't expect you to understand this, but sometimes governance means not showing your entire hand.
You sold Treviso out to the Antam.
I did what was best for Treviso. Who else would have done what was necessary? That troop of fools in the casino? They would have provoked the Antam to slaughter, the kind they carried out in every other Antivan city they crossed. I gave them the crows, so they would not take the rest of the city. I gave them an inch, so they would not take a mile.
The Antam took their mile, and anything else they damn well pleased. And they'll keep doing it, because you'll keep letting them. You didn't prevent a slaughter. You just postponed it.
If you hadn't killed the Butcher!
Someone else would have. He decided he wasn't their pawn anymore. The gods would have killed him. And then you would be ruled by someone much, much worse.
You should have been a politician, Rook. Instead of, well, whatever it is you are besides an annoyance. But this city is mine. We need a real leader. You know who else wants a leader? The Antam. And if someone plays the role they want, they are very accepting. They also understand that bringing order to Treviso requires the purging of disruptive elements that cause nothing but chaos. So go to Tearstone Island, have your little showdown with the gods, fight your pointless battle, and leave the city to me.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The other officials, of course, know nothing.
Of course. I'm surprised they even remember the governor's name.
I take it you heard? The Butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antam fell in line?
Evenchi is apparently playing the role they want.
The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
Something always bothered me about Evenchi.
Many things bothered me about Evenchi, yet I did not spot the most important one.
This wasn't a failure. You gave us the name we needed.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The Butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Evenchi all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Evenchi will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
Evenchi keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antam beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antam would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
When Evenchi left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it. And that the crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antam more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
We'll stop Evenchi.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Evenchi confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgar'nan and Gillanane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Evenchi.
You have been our ally through all this. It would be an honor to have your help against the governor again.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free. The Antam have not given up as much territory as we wished.
It's Ivenchi. They flocked to the governor. For some reason, the Antam are more afraid of going without a leader than the Blight.
How did no one see Ivenchi's betrayal coming?
Perhaps they did. There's a difference between knowing and being willing to stand.
They were someone else's problem, and the city paid the price.
Tell us if you find Jacobus, Rook.
He did not look well when he left. And his anger, he has always tended towards being reckless.
Do you not like the archery bracer?
I love it. Why are you asking?
You're not using it. I saw it inside your pack.
It's so special, I don't want it to get lost, or dirty, or scraped up.
It's supposed to be useful.
Aw, Taash. I promise to use it.
Okay, good. You deserve to have new stuff.
I don't like the look of this.
The look of what?
All of it. There's no there.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Mountains or something.
Rook, have a moment?
What is it?
You were there to witness my new deal with Spite. You should come with us to see it paid in full, when you're ready.
Venatori had the narrow road. Now they think twice before walking that way.
And your neighbors? What's the price of that protection?
You think I'd charge our dear friends? The people who spread rumors about how Threads made Aelia disappear.
Rebuilding the Thread's reputation for free?
For the few of us left. Now the Venatori who thought he found a legitimate charm supplier, he gets counterfeit goods. Triple cost.
What happens when the Venatori are gone? Will you remain so charitable?
Have you been to Minrathous lately? No point guessing it tomorrow. Anyway, Nev, I'm out of news. But the threads are yours. You need something? Say the word.
Thanks, Alec. Remember, if you cross our neighbors...
You can drown me in the Nosen Sea. Rook, it's been a pleasure. You've got a good setup here. Enjoy life in the Fade.
Life in the Fade? Huh. We've been at the lighthouse a while now.
We're stopping gods. That's not a quick job.
Feels like one of the longest. You know, this is my only address now. I still had an apartment back home. Rent paid up and everything. It got torched. In the dragon attack.
Nev.
Everything I have is here in this room. One false step from drifting into the Fade.
It's been hard, but you've made it this far.
What's another step or two? I never expect things to go to plan, but I usually have one anyway. Or 7. And a half-dozen backup plans, just in case.
And now?
Everything's changed. I've changed. If I survive the job, I'll be starting over, in a way. Maybe that should scare me. But I think I need it. I usually hate unanswered questions, but this one... I'll let myself figure out once I get there.
It worked. The crows have harried the Antam, and Ivenchi is revealed. But I did not think this is what they planned.
It is bold, and it will doom us all. Rook, good. We have discovered what Ivenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the comic master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some comic had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Ivenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now... Now Ivenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
We know about it, and we'll stop it.
They will trot out some excuse to give to the worst of the politicians and the merchant princes.
You say that as if those were different people.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Ivenchi from releasing the comic.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the Crows against the rest of Ivenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
One more thing. Jacobus stormed off earlier, angry at Ivenchi. We have not seen him in some time.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Some of the merchant families have fled. They got wind of Ivenchi's comic and suddenly worry they are not on good terms with the governor.
I am only surprised they stayed in the city so long.
We cleared the garrison this time. Ivenchi's got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
We follow a governor now. The butcher was weak. This is not the cue.
On, Tom. Get ready.
Jacobus? Me and my friends are sick of doing nothing. Ivenchi's got their comic past the courtyard, but they've locked the gates. We'll break into the garrison and get them open.
Be careful. The Antom...
We'll stay hidden. Good luck.
More Antom. Ivenchi's...
Watch it! Got us from a distance! Of course! Got us at range! Let's go again.
Okay, now for Avenchi.
I know you're there, Rook! I'm ready for you! Come face the ruler Treviso deserves!
Strange aura in the air. Something's wrong.
Wait, are these Antam real?
I see the comic is working.
Understood. End it now.
You're a fool to fight me!
Don't you die? Why don't you give up?
They're at range. Under fire.
On it.
I dotted every I, weighed every measure. And you're not even one of them.
Rook fought you like a crow.
And Taya, Viago, Jacobus, they all took more responsibility as Trevisans than you did.
I lost so many people to the Antam. My family, my cousin. By right, his contract against the governor is mine. And I say Evenchi doesn't deserve to die. They deserve to live.
What?
On trial. Paraded in public. Everyone will know who hurt Treviso, and you'll suffer for every minute of it.
You can't do this. You can't let this brat decide what happens to me.
Yes, I can.
You can't put me on trial. I'm still governor of this city.
Not after the crows go to the merchants and the king about the comic.
The message about Treviso and the future of the crows has already been sent. Your contract is due, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
You are certain of this path?
I've never been more certain.
I know that look, and I approve.
And you're sure of this course?
You already asked him that.
Viago, dear, can't you see that I'm stalling?
Ah, you are waiting for Rook's interruption.
No. Her audience.
Am I that predictable?
You are reliable. I might say, essential.
Stopping Evenchi was essential. Job done.
To the business of the day, then.
Jacobus, are you ready?
I'm ready, Fifth Talon.
What's going on?
We accept Jacobus's right to the contract on Evenchi, and his decision to spare the governor.
It sent a stronger message than killing them. Their crimes will be aired, their reputation blackened.
And during these punishments, the former governor will live with the fear we may still one day end them. For his help, and proving he has sound judgment, Jacobus is becoming a full Antivan Crow.
You had a rough time. I don't know if this will make it any easier.
I don't want easy. I want to follow Air's lessons. In your example, I only got this because you went out to face Vinci, Rook. I couldn't have done it alone. I want to find others like me. Orphans, people with no more homes, under a new house name. Neri suggested Igrativi. It's Old Trevisan, sort of a grateful life.
Jacobus Igrativi, may your dagger strike true, and your legend grow.
The fifth Talon agrees.
As does the seventh. Rook, all of Treviso is in your debt. For what you did out there, and for the future you have inspired.
You have powerful enemies. When you decide it's time to put them in their place, we'll be there. And Rook, you'd have made a damn fine crow. Remember that.
Do you think they're wondering why you ordered a drink for the empty chair?
If they are, they won't tell anyone. The crows own this cafe.
Smells like Lucanis.
Just try it.
So are you two okay now? Since you gave Ilario another chance, I mean?
That wasn't our deal. We said we'd save Katarina, and we did. Even I believe we did. So there's peace, for the moment at least.
How's your grandmother doing?
You've met her. She was hewn out of Dragonbone. She's pretending not to be upset by Ilario's betrayal and my possession. Which means she's making everyone else as miserable as possible. Except Dea. She likes Dea.
Are the other Talons okay with the whole abomination thing?
Probably not, but they prefer me to Ilario or the Venatori. I suppose the crows have had worse first Talons.
Let's hope that peace can hold.
Time will tell.
So, Ilario is settled. What now?
We reclaim everything.
Spite wants to drive the Antam out of Antiva.
Never again lose what's ours.
We agree on that. I don't know what I thought it would be like. Getting out of the ossuary. Getting my life back.
You mean you didn't spend all that time dreaming about having coffee with your inner demon?
I did dream of coffee. If this is my life now, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.